Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and today I was asked to make a video by a subscriber about the whole MJ Eli shit. So I made a video a couple of days ago, bigging up Mystic Warrior and shitting on Eli because that's what I do. Um, Eli was being basically a dick. I want to say basically a dick towards MJ, and it didn't get any better. I've just finished watching the rest of the stuff that Eli's done over the last 48 hours, and I am disgusted by his behavior, even more so than usual. And that takes a lot for me to be disgusted by a human being. But the behavior of Eli currently is just. So, Eli heard about MJ making videos saying that he was having problems. He'd made some financial problems with some trades. He was having a difficult time. He was about to lose his house. He was going to be homeless. He was having a really shit time. So what did Eli do? Swooped in, and decided, I'm going to life coach MJ. Because that's what he really needs. You know, the bloke's about to be homeless, and what did he need? Life coaching from Eli. Top of the fucking list. So Eli decides that he's going to give MJ some life coaching on how he shouldn't have done these trades because a man of his age should know better, and that Eli would never make this kind of mistake. And But before that, he'd actually tried to be nice, and then he flipped. Let's go back a bit. So Eli tried to be nice. He suggested that everybody else could help MJ apart from him. Literally anybody could help MJ, but he couldn't in any way whatsoever. He couldn't give him a place. He couldn't give him money. Eli was going to network some help. Really? We're clutching at straws, right? So this video comes out of Eli saying, people out there, you need to help MJ. We were already helping him. People were already sending him money. We were already trying to help him. So then, MJ makes a couple of videos, and then things just go so wrong. So wrong. So Eli makes another video. This time, basically shaming MJ, making a video using a Reddit post, shaming people that basically, make mistakes, shaming MJ on the fact that Eli would never make a mistake like this because, Eli's never made a mistake in his life, I guess. That a guy in his 50s should know better than making trades and stuff like that. That he shouldn't have donated £600 to Eli back in the day when he was being Mr. Tumnus, and all of this, and just basically shaming him. So he went from 1 minute to wanting to help him to next minute shaming him, which isn't life coaching at all. That's just blatantly, I'm better than you. I wouldn't make that mistake. That's just nasty. Then it gets worse. So MJ kindly watches Eli's videos and kindly declines Eli's help as nicely as possible, you would think. But oh no. Next comes a video of Eli just blatantly having a go at MJ, saying he's arrogant and Eli's disappointed and offended and blah, blah, blah. And it's poor me, poor me. Get over yourself. He literally said, and I quote, he didn't need your help. He wasn't asking for your help, and he's declining your help. And you literally lost your proverbial shit on a stream for about 2 hours, ranting and raving, saying, well, how can a man in desperate need turn down my help? And why doesn't he want my life coaching? And oh, poor me, which is basically what this entire thing was about from the start. It was poor Eli. Then, MJ makes a couple of more videos saying, look, yeah, I don't need your help. I've got help elsewhere, which he has done. He has got help. He can stay where he is for a bit. You think that would be it, wouldn't you? You would think so, wouldn't you? But oh no. Then comes another video. Again. Just going at MJ. Being like, well, someone donated £50 to you and you've sent it back to them. How dare you? Well, the £50 came from a person that he didn't want to associate with. He doesn't want their money. He kindly sent it back and said in a video that he didn't want the person's money. He appreciated that they were sending it to him, but he didn't want it. Eli then just comes out with a video of, oh, he's turning down money. He can't be in desperate need. He's obviously faking it. He can't be in desperation. Then he accuses him of scamming the community. Yeah. It goes from him wanting to help MJ to shaming him to having a blatant go at him. Now he's scamming the community. He literally said that MJ was scamming the community, making out that his situation was worse than it was, and that him and some other people, not mentioning names, of course, were scamming the community out of money, and then they were sharing it between each other. So how is it that you can go from supposedly caring to shaming to blatantly being so arrogant and disappointed that you have a go at him for literally saying, I don't need your help? And then you go to extremes where you're now claiming he's scamming the community. And the whole poor me act is a scam to get money out of people. And that if he was in real desperation, he wouldn't have returned the £50 donation. Although he was justified in sending the money back because the person who sent it to him, he didn't want anything to do with. He doesn't want the person's money. He declined it. He sent it back. And the reason is because he's got morals and ethics and he didn't want this person's money. He even thanked them for sending it, but said no thanks, no thanks. A guy in desperate need, yes, he's desperate, okay? He really does need help. But there are lines as well that he doesn't want to cross, where he doesn't want to owe people necessarily money for people he doesn't necessarily want to associate with. And he doesn't want, I suppose you want to call it tainted money. He has every right to decline the money. You never declined the £600 for Mr. Thomas because you're just greedy. You're like, oh, £600, gimme. You never sent it back. Why didn't you send the £600 back? You knew why it was being donated to you. It was probably to be fun and jokey and laugh and to make a big thing out of it. You never sent it back. You didn't have any morals and ethics back then. At least MJ has some. Now, the guy is getting help, and he's getting help from our community, and we're donating to him. And I believe Tammy's doing a fundraiser for MJ. I can't remember when. And he is getting help. What he didn't need was you shaming him, saying, oh, I wouldn't have made that mistake, and you should know better at your age, and blah, blah, blah. And then telling him that when he's cold and hungry and sitting under a bridge, he should remember the moment that you didn't give him £50, because God forbid his problems are all going to be because you didn't donate 50 quid to him. Now, I'm not in a position to donate to MJ. Unfortunately, I did say to him, I'm not in a position to donate to him. I'm now being made redundant, so I have my own issues. But I made the video in response to Eli to help MJ. I'm making this response now because I think Eli's a disgusting human being. He's the worst life coach in the history of the world, and I plan to tell every person that ever comes into contact with him how despicable he is to somebody not only like MJ that needed help, but just to people in general. The minute you say something wrong to him, he flips a 180 and turns into the most nastiest person you will ever meet. He was nasty to Susie the other day, talking about her deathbed. And now he's talking about MJ being under a bridge and will cry over the fact that he didn't take Eli's help. Do yourself a favour, Eli. Stay in your lane. Stay on your side of the little bridge and just leave people alone. If MJ had wanted your help personally, maybe he'd have emailed you. And you didn't have to make videos on him. You said, oh, I have to let my community know. You could have just emailed MJ behind the scenes and say, look, I'm going to email a couple of people I know, see if I can get you some help. You didn't have to make a live stream out of it. You didn't have to make 3 other live streams going at him. You could have done this all behind the scenes, and the only reason that you put it on your channel was to try and get accolade for helping MJ, and maybe you can use him as one of your success stories, which there are none of. Now, I was asked to make this video. I'm making this video because MJ deserves better than the coaching that you give him. And he is getting the help from people that actually care in a community that actually want to have MJ in it. They're not using him for clout. They're not using him to promote their business. We actually like MJ. I liked his cartoons. I like his channel. I liked his reflection series. He's a decent person. He's a human being as well, which you forget, Eli, that people have thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and that you just shit all over them. I want to thank the person that asked me to make this video. And if you'd like to donate, don't donate to me. Donate to MJ, because I'm going to put his Cash App and his PayPal in the premiere of this video. And if you want to donate something, donate it to MJ. Help him out. I know I'm being made redundant and I could use the money as well. But if you want to split it 50-50, I would rather you gave it to MJ and help him out. I can find my way around my redundancy. I've just got to wait a few weeks to get my money. MJ needs the help now. So if you want to like and subscribe to me, if you're new to the channel, go check out Mystic Warrior. I'm going to put his channel in the description. He's a good guy. He's just having a bit of a rough time. He's not scamming the community. He's not doing all this shit that Eli says. Eli is just a lost, lonely little soul in a big fish pond. And eventually the fish pond swallows the little fish. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye, guys.